Hey everyone! I really wanted to talk about the ColourPOP eyeshadows that I purchased a while back. I got these eyeshadows when ColourPOP was just starting out. They didn't have any lip products, face products. They literally just had eyeshadows, and they didn't even have their matte collection eyeshadows at that point. So I feel like it's almost been over a year since I purchased these eyeshadows, which makes me go whoa, because time just flies so fast. I got only 4 eyeshadows at the time of purchasing because I didn't really want to commit to this newer company that I really wasn't sure the quality of product, and I completely just picked absolute random colors that were calling my name at the time. Looking back on it, I definitely would have picked more neutral colors. I don't have a single neutral color, and so these eyeshadows are not what I wear every day, but they do inspire me to experiment with color a little bit more. And I definitely need to start using the more fun colors a little bit more often. It's just really hard to think of a time to wear this crazy fantasy shade or this really cool toned steel blue shade on an everyday basis. So let's get into the review and swatches of each of these eyeshadow shades. I'm gonna start with my least favorite to my most favorite shade. So this shade is called Krinkle, and every time I look at it, I just find that it is beautiful and so pretty. Reminds me of the sea and water and mermaids. It's a really pretty iridescent color. The problem I find with incorporating this shade is that it's very cool tone, medium tone, and sparkly. So it's like, where do I put such a color? On my lid, I suppose? On my crease? No, it's too sparkly. And overall, I just find that it really dulls my complexion. It's just really cool toned with a strange glitter attached, so this is really pretty on the pan, not as easy to pull off, and something that I have to force myself to use. So do I regret this purchase? Mostly yes, because I use it so infrequently. It's just not at all right for me and my complexion and skin tone. I guess I haven't found a good way to utilize this color yet. So if you can think of any ideas for me, or if you have this shade and you know how to work it, please let me know. So this shade is, whew, it's so intense, so shimmery, shiny, goodness, metallic like heck. The color is so unusual. It's, I think, the perfect combination between purple and pink. So this shade is called Fantasy, and it's also a Supershock shade, but it's a little bit different than the regular formula because it's actually a pressed pigment as well. So that explains all the colorful pigmented goodness. So this shade takes no effort to get full maximum pigmentation. This color just makes me happy. It almost has a dual chrome effect as well because it's a base of more pink, but it reflects more purple. So love this color, but I don't wear it very often at all because it's crazy. Gotta push myself to crack this bad boy up more often. And is there any way to incorporate this look with a more neutral eye? I guess that would be a really good challenge. Let me know if you have any ideas or suggestions with doing that. So this shade is the most neutral shade that I have. It's a beautiful taupe with tons of shimmer and sparkle. I use this mostly for an all-over lid color because of the sparkle. Again, I don't reach for this enough, but every time I do, I wonder why I don't more often. It's such a pretty shade that is stunning as a lid color. It's a little more subtle and subdued than the other two colors, but it builds up really pretty. I find it's a really nice taupe with some purple and grays. So looking at this shade and looking at my face and complexion, it just screams my name, so I have to use it very soon. So my last ColourPOP shadow is this reddish burgundy satin shade that I have all over my eyes today. It just gives that warm burgundy reddish goodness, a little bit of pop of color, a little unusual, not a neutral, and it just looks so good, blown out all over the eyes. So it's a more subdued and slightly more neutral shade compared to the others because it's a satin finish and not a metallic or sparkly one. I just find that this shade is a perfect combination between a pop of color and still staying neutral. So I just tried to vigorously scrub off my swatches with a Kleenex, and as you can see, the colors are still quite pigmented and they left a nice little stain. So the formula is absolutely strong, pigmented, creamy, has that moussey, unique texture that ColourPOP does so well. I'm totally thinking about another ColourPOP purchase, looking at more of their neutral everyday shades and some matte shades as well. So if you have any recommendations for me, please let me know. Thanks for watching.